Hey everybody, it's Alicia from mobilitymastery.com, and I'm super excited to bring you this technique because I'm going to show you the best self-help technique for releasing adhesions in your calves and Achilles region. Now, this one technique, or I should say this one way of doing the entire calf, is super effective for all kinds of things, but the top two would be knee pain and plantar fasciitis. So if you have either one of these, give this a try because I have a feeling it'll be amazing for you. So what you're going to need is a rolling pin like this, one of these wooden or bamboo rolling pins that don't roll. So it's just a single piece of wood. It's awesome. You could also use a piece of PVC pipe, and if you're trying to use an actual rolling pin, you can. I've done this before. That was the first way I used this, but it's going to roll on you. So you have to cover it with something or make sure it's not rolling around on you because you want to pin your tissue and not have to worry about the rolling pin moving on you. And then you're also going to need a chair that does not have arms. So that's super important because you're going to be standing on one side of it and using the other side as well with the rolling pin. So those are the two tools you need to do this. So go grab them and then come back and I'm going to walk you through it. So if you have your tools, you're going to, whatever your leg you're going to use, it's going to go up on the chair. Now you want to make sure you have some kind of padding here. So if this is a very hard wood chair, you want some kind of padding. If you don't have it, you could, I don't know, put a sweater down on a hard chair. Just make sure you're not jamming your shin into a hard surface. That's not going to feel great. So just get something under your leg to make yourself comfortable, because the fascial release technique I'm about to show you is not going to be super comfortable. So that's enough to deal with. So I want to start and target this high calf. And that is going to target knee pain. So any of you with lateral knee pain or knee pain of any kind, you could give this a try. We're hunting out adhesions in this lateral calf compartment. And so I'm going to put this rolling pin back in there, and I'm going to step my other foot forward. I have giant calves, so the distance is getting close there. So I'm going to jam this rolling pin in there. And you can see I can kind of manipulate with the rolling pin where my tissue is, so I can bring it in or I can push it all the way out, and I kind of want it in between. I'm trying to pin the adhesion to the bone, to the fibula there. So once I feel like I've got it, I'm using both hands to lean in and pin it to that bone. And then I'm going to use foot movement, which is pointing and flexing, pointing and flexing, and then you're going to circle your foot and try to hunt out that adhesion. So you might have to move or maneuver the rolling pin as you go to find the best position for it, but you're not trying to massage yourself with this rolling pin. You're trying to pin that adhesion and get it to clunk. Now you could go back and forth through a spot if you're getting a good clunk and really just go to town on it for 30 to 45 seconds. Now, that's the super high one. There's probably going to be another one just below that. So you want to move down a little bit and get that one, same thing. So you can see as I'm shifting side to side, there's that meat there. That's what I want to target with some either back and forths or those circles. Now, make sure you go all the way down and find something in that low calf. If you've ever rolled your ankles, if you have Achilles issues, if you have plantar fasciitis, because there's probably going to be something in that low calf. But the technique is the same. The movement is the same. You're pointing and flexing and circling your foot and just figuring out what works for your body. Your anatomy is different than mine. I have giant calves. You might not. If you do, it's going to be similar to me, but just figure out what works for you. You're trying to pin that adhesion between the rolling pin and your bones and allow full freedom of range of motion. So you want to be able to move your foot fully back and forth or in those circles and get those adhesions to clunk. So you're trying to shear that fascia and get it to break up with this movement. If it's clunking, you know you're doing it right. If it feels nervy in any way, stop. And definitely don't drag your tissue all the way off the bone to the side. So obviously you just want to use caution and make sure you're doing this safely. So give this a try and then come back and tell me and everyone else what happens when you do it, especially if you're using this for pain relief and you get a result, because I want to inspire as many people as possible to actually use these techniques to get themselves out of pain. And if you have a good result, you're going to be the inspiration for someone else using it too to get themselves out of pain. So I'd love for you to comment below and share your experience. And of course, if you liked this video, give me a thumbs up here on YouTube. Make sure to subscribe if you're new here, and hit that bell so you get notified of new videos that go out every single week. If you want to join my email community, I would love to have you. And as my free gift to you for doing so, as a welcome gift, I'd love to give you a free quad and hip flexor kinetics technique. Kinetics is the method of fascial release that I've developed where I actually step on people, and I've been doing that since 2008. And everything I do here at Mobility Mastery, all these self-help techniques are based on that method. So my number one technique for anybody in the world, no matter what issue you have, if you want to get the best result with only one technique, it would be the quad and quad hip flexor release, and I'm giving you that for free as a welcome gift for joining my email community. You can click the link below and you'll get that technique immediately. As always, I hope you're learning to trust your body so you can adventure through life with confidence. I'll see you next time.